Guess the city. The city was originally called Edo until 1868 when it became the capital of Japan and got a glow up. The city is home to the busiest train station in the world, Shinjuku, with over 33.5 million passengers per day. The city is the most populated in the world and it has more 7-Elevens than any other city in the world, over 3,000. Tokyo, from a samurai stronghold to a robot wonderland. Once upon a time, before neon lights, anime, and vending machines that sell everything, Tokyo was just a quiet little fishing village called Edo. Hard to believe, right? Today it's a sprawling high-tech metropolis where ancient temples sit next to futuristic skyscrapers and you can order sushi from a conveyor belt while a robot serves you tea. But how did Tokyo become Tokyo? Buckle up because this city's history is as wild as a Shibuya crossing at rush hour. Before Tokyo was cool, aka the Edo period. Let's rewind to the 12th century, when Edo was just a small, swampy village full of fishermen, farmers, and probably a few confused deer. Then in 1603, a big samurai named Tokugawa Ieyasu decided to make Edo his capital. The guy was basically the Jeff Bezos of shoguns. He turned Edo into the biggest, richest city in Japan, complete with a fancy castle, strict rules, and absolutely no foreigners allowed. Well, ignore the Jeff Bezos part. For over 250 years, Edo thrived under the Tokugawa shogunate. I'm so bad at pronouncing words. Samurais walked the streets, sumo wrestling became a thing, and the city's population exploded to over 1 million, making it one of the biggest cities in the world at the time. The catch? Since Japan was in total isolation, Edo had zero contact with the outside world, which meant no hamburgers, no smartphones, and definitely no Disneyland. The Americans crashed the party. 1853. Enter Commodore Matthew Perry. In 1853, he showed up with a fleet of giant ships, some cannons, and a letter from the US government that basically said, "Hey Japan, open your borders or else." The shogun took one look at those ships and said, "Okay, fine." And like that, Edo's centuries long isolation was over. Japan quickly realized it has missed out on the Industrial Revolution, so it scrambled to modernize everything: railways, factories, fashion, and even the government. By 1868, the Tokugawa Sultanate was out, and the empire, yes, Japan had one all the time, moved into Edo and renamed it Tokyo, and declaring it the new capital. Meiji Madness. Tokyo's glow up begins. From 1868 to 1912, the Meiji Restoration, Tokyo got a massive upgrade. Think of it like a home renovation show, but instead of kitchen remodelation, they built railways, factories, universities, and even a national postal system. Samurais were forced to retire. Imagine a bunch of warriors sadly trading their swords for office jobs, and Western style clothes and buildings were trendy. The city grew fast, but it also had bad luck. In 1923, the Great Kanto earthquake struck, flattening Tokyo in minutes and causing fires that burned half the city. Over 140,000 people died. The city had to be rebuilt from scratch. But if there's one thing Tokyo's good at, it's bouncing back even stronger than ever. World War II, boom, bust, and boom again. Just as Tokyo was getting its groove back, World War II happened. In 1945, the whole city was bombed so heavily that 50% of it was reduced to ashes. Fun fact, Well, sad maybe. Tokyo was hit harder than Hiroshima and Nagasaki combined. Entire neighborhoods were wiped off the map. But in classic Tokyo style, the city recovered ridiculously fast. By the 1950s, Tokyo was back in business, faster than a bullet train. The economy exploded and people started to buy televisions, and Tokyo turned into a neon lit, ultra modern megapolis. By 1964, it was ready to show off the world by hosting the Tokyo Olympics. To complete with highways, the famous Shinkansen, the bullet train, and the world's first ever high tech vending machines. The bubble economy. Tokyo gets super rich and expensive. In 1980s, Tokyo became the financial capital of Asia. Japan's economy boomed like crazy, and at one point, Tokyo's land was worth more than all of California. Yes, really. People spent money on luxury cars, designer shoots, and buildings that cost more per square meter than entire countries. The city was so rich at one point, a company in Tokyo even bought the Empire State Building in New York. But like all parties, the fun had to end. In 1990s, the economy bubble popped and Tokyo's real estate market crashed spectacularly. Banks collapsed, businesses struggled, and Tokyo had to reinvent itself once again. Tokyo's 21st century glow up. Despite the economic downturn, Tokyo never lost its cool. The city evolved into a global hub of technology, fashion, and pop culture. Anime and manga became billion-dollar industries. The city is so well prepared for any natural disaster that they have toilets in the park with apartments. And Tokyo became the ultimate blend of tradition and futuristic insanity. From the towering Tokyo Skytree to Shibuya's robotic cafes, the cities where you can get and experience ancient temples in the morning, a tech fueled gaming arcade in the afternoon, and a Michelin starred ramen shop at night. Not to mention, Tokyo is home to more Michelin stars restaurants than any other city on earth. So, yeah, the food is pretty epic. Tokyo today, a city like no other. Today, Tokyo is a futuristic wonderland where robots serve sushi, toilets have more features than your smartphone, and vending machines sell everything from hot coffee to fresh eggs. With over 37 million people in the greater Tokyo area, it is officially the largest megacity in the world, and somehow it still runs like clockwork. The Shibuya crossing sees thousands of people zigzag like human Tetris every minute. The Yamanote train runs so precisely that even if it's late by 30 seconds, conductors apologize profusely. And if you ever visit, be prepared for the mind blowing politeness. Ridiculously cute mascots for everything, even banks. And a ramen shop on every single corner. Why Tokyo is so special? Tokyo is not just a city, it's an experience. It's a place where past and the future collide. It's where ancient shrines next sit next to glowing skyscrapers and where tradition meets tech in the weirdest and most wonderful ways. Where else can you visit a cafe, a ninja restaurant, and an owl bar all in one day? Where else can you find train stations so clean you could eat off the floor? Nowhere but Tokyo. So whether you're watching cherry blossoms bloom at Eno Park, dodging salaryman in Shinjuku, or petting hedgehogs at a hedgehog cafe, just remember, Tokyo's a city like none other, and it's getting cooler.